There's a kind of evil that doesn't hurt you right away. It watches you learn. It studies how you smile, how you flinch, how you forgive, and then it wears you. This isn't a story about a bad relationship. It's a story about how I slowly stopped being a person and became a project. By the time I realized what he was doing, there was almost nothing left of me to save. I didn't meet him by accident. I know that now. But back then, it felt harmless. He already knew my name when he introduced himself, said we had mutual circles. He knew my favorite song, the one I never posted, the one I only played when I was alone. When I asked how, he laughed and said, "You have a predictable soul." That should have scared me. Instead, it made me feel seen, and that was my first mistake. He never talked about himself, not really. Every opinion he had matched mine. Every fear I confessed, he shared. Every dream I described, he already believed in. He became my reflection, and slowly I stopped checking if I still had one. He'd say things like, "I feel like I exist better when I'm around you." At the time, it sounded romantic. Now I understand. He wasn't joining my life, he was stepping into it. People began leaving me. Friends stopped calling. Family felt distant. Not because of fights, because I was changing. I canceled plans, forgot birthdays, stopped responding. When they asked why, I didn't have answers. He had explanations for me. They don't understand you like I do. They drain your energy. They're jealous of what we have. Every sentence removed another bridge back to myself, and I let him do it. Then he started correcting me, not loudly, gently. "That's not how you usually laugh. You don't like that color, remember? You hate waking up early, remember?" Sometimes I argued. He'd smile and say, "Are you sure, or are you just tired?" After a while, I stopped arguing, because he always sounded so certain, and I started sounding unsure. One night, while he slept, I heard my voice coming from his laptop. I froze. It was me, laughing, crying, whispering secrets, but I wasn't there. The files were labeled by emotion: happy, afraid, angry, obedient. There were videos, too. Me practicing conversations, me explaining my thoughts. Some recordings were dated before we met. That's when I understood. He didn't want me, he wanted to be able to recreate me. When I confronted him, he didn't deny it. He looked relieved. "You weren't supposed to find it yet," he said, "but I guess you're ready." Ready for what? To let go. He told me I was temporary, that people like me were rare but replaceable, that he'd done this before, that love was just a method to study behavior. He said, "When you finally disappear, I'll still have you." I realized then, leaving wasn't an option. I was evidence. I ran. I destroyed my phone, burned my clothes, moved without telling anyone. For months, I lived quietly. No photos, no social media, no patterns. I thought I had erased myself, but erasing yourself doesn't mean someone else lets you go. Last night, I heard my voice, from a phone that wasn't mine, laughing, saying words I didn't remember speaking. Then a message appeared on my screen. "You were never the original. You were just the version that survived longest." I don't know where he is, but I know this. Some people don't love you, they archive you, and one day they don't need you anymore. If someone loves you by slowly erasing who you are, that's not love, that's preparation.